In time and space, transcribed in future tense.
Dimension X.
Can you predict what will come in 100 years, or in 10, or in the next minute? Some people think they can. Nuclear science, mathematicians, astronomers, biologists. They'll predict the shape of the future because they make the future. Because they see beyond the known dimensions of time and space into the unknown Dimension X. We go ahead now in time to 1965. We're on a vast concrete runway set in the desert of the Southwest. A giant metal ship stands before us, prow pointed for the stars. And in 5 minutes, the signal will flash, and it will tear up through the atmosphere to the outer limits.
Attention. Clear field for takeoff. Clear field.
5 minutes, Steve.
For takeoff.
Warm her up, Charlie.
I want to go over procedure again, Steve.
Don't worry, I got it straight.
We'll just make sure.
Okay. I take her up on jets to 50,000, then I cut in the rocket.
No lower, or your tail blast will burn out 3 counties.
I climb 4 minutes on rockets, then start maneuver tests.
Remember that, no more than 4 minutes.
Right.
This ship isn't like those strato-rockets you've been testing. She's the first one built for outer space. If she works, she can go clear to the moon.
If I'd have known that, I'd have brought my toothbrush.
Well, not this trip. Now get this, Steve. You've got power there to clear the Earth's gravitational field. But remember, after you cut in the rockets, you've only got 10 minutes fuel. If you go beyond the outer limit and don't save fuel for the return...
I know, I won't get down again.
That's right, Steve. You'll drift off into space. Get that now. 10 minutes fuel.
Gotcha.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, this project is a lot more important than that cosmic ray bomb they're testing out in the Pacific tonight.
Well, the Security Commission brass doesn't think so. I don't see any undersecretaries under anything.
Don't worry. In the long run, our ship will make the CR bomb back-page stuff. But in the meantime, it's just as dangerous. Remember, half the principles in this ship are pure theory, Steve. Slide rule stuff. If anything goes wrong, we may have to scrape you off the landscape with a soup spoon.
You have a charming sense of humor.
Now, here's what I'm getting at. We're risking your neck in this test. If anything blows, we don't want to have the next man pull the same boner.
I know, Hank.
So keep your mic open and keep talking. If anything goes wrong, we want to know exactly why. And we won't be able to ask you. Let us know before you pull every switch. Before you do anything. You got that?
Yeah.
Even if you only have to blow your nose.
All right, get those fuel lines away.
Okay, Mr. Grove.
Well, I guess that's about all, Steve.
Hey, that reminds me. Look, if Mary calls, I'm just up on a milk run. I didn't tell her today was it.
How is she?
She's okay, but she's due about now, and I don't want her to be nervous.
Hey, I didn't know the baby was that close.
Yeah?
Steve, I really ought to be sending a single man on this job.
What, and cut me out of a soft paycheck? Forget it, Hank. You know you can't get anybody else who can take 15 G's acceleration when those rockets cut in.
Yeah, I know. It's time, Steve.
Yeah. Well, see you later. Don't worry, Hank. I'll sweat for both of us. Button her up, Charlie. So long, Hank.
So long. We'll give you the light from control. Okay, Steve. Got you on the speaker. I'm ready to go.
Mr. Hanson.
Ready on radar, Sergeant?
Check. Mr. Hanson, you better see this.
What is it, Elsa?
Message center for Steve. Mrs. Weston just left for the hospital.
What? Hello, Steve.
Yeah.
Stand by a minute.
Shall we hold the takeoff, Mr. Hanson?
What? Oh, yes. No, wait just a minute. It's too late now.
You going to tell him?
Maybe he's got enough to worry about.
Hey, what's holding us up, Hank? Something on your mind?
No, it's nothing, Steve. I just wanted to say good luck. Clear for takeoff, Charlie?
Right.
Okay. Give him the light. All right, Steve, I'm reading you clear.
I'm at 20,000. Airspeed 600. She's running fine. Soundproofing works. There's a third-degree waiver in the AGY pressure.
Got that, Charlie?
Check. Dead center on radar, Mr. Hanson.
50,000 now. Cutting out the port jet. Now the starboard. Off jet. Airspeed dropping. Opening the rocket port. Switch sticks little, Charlie. Oxy alcohol, pressure is 350. All right, now I'm advancing the ignition key. Here goes rocket one.
Steve, you all right?
Yeah. Looks like somebody smugged me with a sledgehammer. Airspeed now 1200. Here goes number two.
Hello, Steve. Elapsed rocket time is now 4 minutes. What's your altitude? Over to you.
Speed 4400, still climbing. Altitude 297 miles.
All right, you're at the outer limit. Level off for maneuver test. You've got exactly 6 minutes fuel left.
Okay. Starting a 3-degree left bank. It's a little sluggish. It's all right now. There's a low vibration someplace. Maybe the cockpit hatch. Now I'm straightening out.
5 minutes fuel left.
Now I'm starting a 3-degree Hey!
What's the matter? What's wrong?
There's something up here. Something shining.
What are you talking about?
There's something above me, Hank. I'm going to chase it.
Steve, you're at the outer limit now.
I can see it plain now.
Steve, don't go any higher. You've only got 4 minutes left. You've only got...
Getting static. I can't hear you, Hank. It's dead ahead now. I'm going to make a pass at it. Get a good look. Hey, it's swerving to meet me. It's dead ahead now. It's dead ahead.
Hello, Steve. Steve, come in.
9 minutes fuel gone.
Still no sign on radar.
Hello, Steve. Steve, what's happened? Charlie, get out the crash squad. Tell the Army squadron to alert their search planes.
Right.
9.5 minutes gone.
Hello, Steve. What's happened? Where the devil is it?
Charlie,
Hello.
for Mr. Hanson.
Come in, Steve.
We need a search squadron.
Come in.
No, Mr. Hanson's busy.
Hello, Steve.
10 minutes, Mr. Hanson. That's the end of his fuel.
How long's it been now?
10 hours, Mr. Hanson.
Nothing more on radar, Sergeant?
Screen's blank.
Colonel Corelli called in. Search planes are back. They didn't find anything.
Should be some trace.
Couldn't have bailed out, could he?
You don't hit the silk at 4,400 miles an hour. Either went past the outer limit, ran out of fuel. Something blew, and we'll find the pieces scattered from here to the coast. Why does it have to be the best man? Always the best man.
I'll get it.
Charlie,
I'll
we've
take it.
got to figure out what was wrong.
All right, I'll tell him.
Something must have blown.
Mr. Hanson,
Yeah?
There's a message from Northside Hospital for Steve.
Oh, what is it?
Mrs. Weston's fine. It's a boy.
Thank you, Elsie. It's a boy, Charlie.
Oh.
Fine. It's a boy. He didn't even know she went to the hospital. How am I going to tell Mary that?
Wasn't your fault, Mr. Hanson. Ship had to be tested.
Yeah, we'll build another one, and some other flying fool will shoot past the outer limit into space. Oh, I'm getting old, Charlie. You can remember when I used to take 'em up myself. Now I've got to send other men.
It's a job, Mr. Hanson.
Now I'm afraid. Every time I hear a jet go off, I jump. Every time I have to send someone up in a new model, I start to sweat.
Mr. Hanson.
Yeah?
I think there's something on the radar.
No flights scheduled in, are there, Elsie?
We have the whole day cleared.
It's coming in behind us. Here it comes over the building.
What crazy jockey is buzzing the field like that? Is that an Army plane, Charlie?
I can't see. It's turning.
Charlie, alert the field.
I know that engine. Steve!
That's impossible.
Look, that's his ship.
It can't be.
Well, there's no other model like that. It's Steve, all right. It's coming in.
Thank God. Thank God. All right, sit down, Steve. The quicker we get this done, the quicker you get over to see Mary and the baby.
Hank.
Elsie, give the order to check and refuel the rockets. I don't want anybody in here till I get Steve's reports. Bury any calls. All right, let's have it. What the devil happened to you?
Hank, does that cosmic ray bomb still go off tonight?
What are you talking about? Straighten out, Steve. Where you been for the last 10 hours?
Listen, Hank, there's something more important.
Come on. I've got to get a report on the screen to Washington, so let's have it. I've got to know how you stretched 10 minutes fuel to keep you in the air for 10 hours.
Now, one thing before I talk.
Look,
have the
Steve.
Geiger men run over the ship before they refuel.
What'd you run into?
So help me, Hank, I don't know. But we better check and make sure it isn't radioactive.
Elsie, add a Geiger report on the standard check. Steve, maybe we better have the doc look you over, too.
No, I'll be all right. They said I'd be all right.
They? Look, son, I know you've had a tough time, but we've had this field on the alert for 10 hours. One of the Army boys cracked up looking for you, and he's hurt bad. So let's have the story. Let's have it straight.
I don't know how to tell you. Hank, I saw something up there.
At 300 miles?
I chased something up there, Hank, and I caught it.
Now, don't hand me that,
Listen,
Steve.
I was cruising along, just starting the right bank, when I spotted something. It must have been going about half my speed. It was egg-shaped and smooth. I made a pass at it, and I was coming back for another, and then there was a humming sound.
Humming?
A sort of vibration. And I blacked out. I was headed straight for it at 4,400 miles an hour. I thought it was going to be the biggest smash since Hiroshima, and I guess they were drinking that bottle.
Never mind that, Steve. What happened?
I came to inside their ship.
Uh-huh. Steve, this whole thing has been a devil of a strain on you. I'm going to call Major Donaldson from the Army base. Ask him to sit in.
The psychiatrist? Yeah, that's a good idea. Let him run his tests. He'll tell you I'm not kidding. Because, Hank, unless I miss my guess, I've just been tipped off to the way the world ends.
All right, Mr. Weston, suppose you continue your story.
Yes, let's have it, Steve. You woke up inside the ship?
Yes, and the place was jammed with machinery. Dials, blinkers. I couldn't recognize anything.
And you were surrounded by these men from Mars?
I didn't say anything about men from Mars. I didn't even say they were men. I couldn't see them clearly. They were just there.
Where did they come from, then?
Another galaxy. Millions of miles outside of our solar system. That's all I know. You figure out where they came from.
And they came all that distance to find the Earth?
Yes.
Did they tell you that?
Yes.
You mean they spoke English to you?
No, they didn't. It's funny. I hadn't thought. They didn't really speak to me at all. They just planted the thoughts in my mind.
You mean thought transference, telepathy?
Yes, that's right.
Well, Steve, what brought them here?
We did, Hank. We rang their bell. We brought them in.
Well, how?
With our atomic explosions. Hank, that's why you've got to stop that bomb test tonight.
I'll give up.
Look, you've got to believe me, Hank. Oh, how can I make you understand?
Maybe I can help, Mr. Weston. Would you submit to narcopsychometry?
What's that?
Under proper drugs, I can put you back in this ship by suggestion. Then we can get a playback record of your memory pattern on the audio circuit.
And how long will that take?
Half an hour. We'll have to go over to the lab.
Will you believe me if it checks?
It will give us an accurate memory picture of what your mind reports.
All right, let's go. Hank, you got to believe me. We haven't got much time.
You should be getting drowsy now. Count backwards from 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6.
He's under. Now we attach the head plate electrodes. The cortical pickup. Look out for that wire, Mr. Henson. 3-0 setting. 31.3. Now throw that switch, Mr. Henson. I have to start him off by suggestion. All right, Steve. You're in your ship now. You're in the rocket. You're in the rocket. You're in the rocket. And you've just sighted something strange.
Now I'm starting at 3 degree right.
What's that?
Hey, there's something up here. Something shining.
His memory pattern. We're picking it up electronically.
There's something above me, Hank. I'm going to chase it.
It's piped through the audio circuits.
I'm getting static. I can't hear you, Hank.
This is where we lost contact with him.
I'm going to make a pass at it and... Hey, it's swerving to meet me. It's dead ahead now. It's dead ahead.
Now what?
This is where he blacked out. There's no telling how long, minutes or hours.
What's that noise?
I don't know. Quiet.
Where? How did I get in here? What? Who are you?
Is he seeing things?
Intergalactic Patrol. What's that?
What are they saying, Steve? What are they saying?
It's about nuclear fission. They know about it. They know the danger of it. Long ago, they had wars that almost destroyed them. But finally, they learned. Now they've outlawed war.
Go on, Steve.
They patrol space. When their detector picks up an atomic explosion, they send a patrol.
What are they going to do?
They've quarantined us.
Quarantine?
They've isolated the Earth. Because we don't know how to control ourselves yet. Until we learn, we'll be a menace to the whole universe.
What is this nonsense?
Quiet. How are they going to do it, Steve?
They've spread a layer out here of... I don't know how to call it. All around the Earth. It's miles deep. When there's an atomic explosion on Earth, the radioactive particles will drift up to this layer and set off a chain reaction. It'll go around the world in microseconds. And that's the end.
The end? What's he...
Wait.
Yes. Yes. I understand. I've got to bring back the warning. You're going to put me back in my ship to bring the warning.
Now what?
Blacked out again. I guess that's all.
What does all that mean?
It's what he remembers.
Don't think that really happened.
No. Narcopsychometry circuits produce what he remembers. It just means that Steve believes this happened.
I don't like to see this. I've seen too many tough pilots snap. Steve is the best I've known. How bad do you think he is?
Frankly, outside of the presence of this well-organized hallucination, there's no sign of unbalance. May not be too serious. If he had a more plausible story, I'd be inclined to believe him.
Warning. Hank.
It's all right, boy.
Did you hear it, Hank? You understand?
Sure. We've been quarantined.
Let me give you something to make you sleep, Steve.
Don't you understand? They fixed it so that if we set off one more nuclear explosion, that'll be it.
Of course. Don't roll your sleep down.
You don't believe me.
Now, take it easy, Steve.
For the test tonight. They're setting off the CR bomb. Hank, what time is it?
11:20.
Well, it's scheduled for midnight. Hank, we got to stop that bomb.
Steve, let Donaldson give you the hypo.
Hank, you've got to believe me. I saw them. I got the warning. If we touch off that bomb tonight, it'll be the biggest galactic 4th of July of all time. The whole Earth will go up like a Roman candle. April 10th, 1965, the end.
Now, look, Steve, you better calm down. Don't you want to see Mary and the baby? You've got a new son, remember?
Yeah, that's just it, Hank. I want to see my son. I want him to live. If that bomb goes off, Hank, we've got to stop them.
Mr. Hanson, I think we'd better get over to the base hospital.
Hank, you've got to believe
Yeah,
me.
sure, Steve. Maybe there is something to it. Look, it's out of your hands. I'll put it in a report and shove it into Washington in the morning.
In the morning? There isn't going to be any morning, Hank. Don't you understand? You've got to call Washington now. Get the head of the Security Commission and postpone that test.
Now, you know I can't do that, Steve. My neck would be out a mile. Besides, this is 1965, not 45. 20 countries have atomic bombs now. What's the use of stopping just this one? The rest will keep right on popping them
Well, then
off.
we'll have to call an international conference. Can't you understand, Hank? The first one that goes off finishes us. It's the end. They've given us the quarantine warning.
Steve, I think you'd better go with us to the base hospital.
Look, Steve, we can call up for a detail if we have to.
All right. I'll go with you. You don't need a straitjacket.
That's the way, Steve. You'll probably feel better by morning. Let's go.
Well, Steve, tomorrow I'll drive you over to the hospital to see Mary and the kid.
Sure.
Look at the ship under the floodlights. Pretty, huh? You'll be flying her again soon, don't you worry.
Yeah, I guess so. What you doing out in the line? They refuel her?
Yeah, we got Clausewitz coming in tomorrow from Denver for another test. I figure we give you a day off.
That's good. That's...
Why? Steve, come back. Come on, Donaldson. Steve, wait.
He's heading for the rocket. Look, there he goes up.
That Crazy fool. You can't get at him now. That covers armor glass.
He's waving.
Yeah, towards control. It's the radio. He needs the radio. Come on.
I should have gotten help.
The radio's still hooked up here. Hello. Hello, Steve.
Listen to me, Hank. You gotta call Washington now.
Come out of that rocket, Steve.
I'll call my men.
Don't try anything, Hank. They've refueled the rocket for tomorrow.
Take it easy, Steve.
Listen, you know what'll happen when I fire the rocket tubes down here?
Steve, don't.
They'll burn out every building for 5 miles. All of us in one big blast.
Steve, what do you want?
You've got to stop that bomb. You got to call Washington right now.
They won't believe me.
You make that call or I cut in the rocket. Now, I mean it, Hank. Now, hook my screen to yours in parallel. I want to see exactly what you're doing.
All right. Just don't fire those rockets.
Get going, Hank. You got 12 minutes to make that call and stop that bomb.
All right, I'm making the parallel hookup right now. Donaldson, you think he'll really blast?
I don't know. Up to now, I'd almost say it was normal, but now he's liable to do anything, Hanson.
Steve, there, you getting it on your screen?
Yeah. Now, put that call through.
All right.
Operator,
Visit screen to Washington.
the Visiscreen circuits are busy, sir. If you'll try again in half an hour.
This is Security Commission priority. Break in, get me a line.
Yes, sir. Just a moment, please.
10 minutes, Hank.
Listen, Steve, I'm trying.
We're ready to take your call, sir.
Washington, Security Commission 3, this is urgent. I want Undersecretary Herbert Ames.
Washington 3. 1 moment, please.
Hurry, will you?
1 moment, please.
What time is it, Donaldson?
11:51.
Do you think he'll fire those rockets?
He might.
Washington,
Visit screen 3, Mr. Herbert Ames, please.
that is a coded exchange. I cannot accept your call without clearance.
Get it through, Hank.
Listen, Washington, put it through. This is Mr. Hanson at San Marco Air Base. This is a priority call. I'm coded.
1 moment, please. I will check your code number.
Get that through, Hank, and that bomb goes off at 12.
Will you be reasonable, Steve?
Your call has cleared, San Marco. Washington, visit screen 3. Herbert Ames, please.
Security Commission Ames.
Listen, Ames.
Hello, Hank.
Ames, you got to get me to the chief.
Are you kidding? He's at the test control room.
Yes, I know, but get him for me.
What's up? You look lousy. Or is it a bad circuit?
There's no time. I've got to get him before the test. It's about the CR bomb.
I can't take that responsibility.
Get that through, Hank, or I blank.
Hey, what's going on there?
Ames, my project has a high enough rating. This is a priority A call.
What? Okay, it's your neck. I'll try to get him for you. He's in the control room, so you'll have to switch off your screen and speaker and go on earphones. Too much going on in there. Security ruling.
You hear that, Steve? I've got to cut the incoming screen.
All right, but don't try anything. 8 minutes, Hank.
Hello. What?
You got him, Hank?
Yes. This is Hanson at San Marco. No, sir. Priority A request to cancel the bomb test. No, I'm serious. This is deadly serious. We sent the X2 JTR up today to the outer limit. We uncovered evidence. Yes, on the automatic instruments. What's that? No, possible chain reaction. No, I can't tell you the whole story. There isn't time here. Yes, I'll bring the readings into Washington in the morning. You've got to postpone the test till you see them. Look, I've worked on contracts with the Commission for 10 years. Yes, I have complete confidence in my information. You can record that. All right, I'll call you back immediately. Bye.
Hank?
He's agreed to cancel, Steve. The bomb won't go off. All right, boy. You can come down out of that ship.
He's opening up. Here he comes.
All right, Steve. Come on down.
Sure, Hank. Just a second. Hank, I was scared. I was plain scared.
Easy now. It's all over. The bomb won't go off.
Thank God. Look, I want to see Mary and the baby. Can you get me transportation now?
Oh, wait a minute. It's almost 12. They won't let you in the hospital now.
I want to see the baby.
Sure you do, but you've been under a strain. I've got a shot for you here, Steve. Give you a good night's sleep. All right. Roll up your sleeve.
Yeah, here.
There, that'll make you sleep. Sergeant will find you a bed.
Yes, sir. Come on, Mr. Weston.
Okay. Good night, Hank. I'm kind of beat. It's been a tough night.
It sure has. I thought for a minute he was going to blast those rockets and send us all to Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
Quite a stunt getting the ray bomb test called off.
It isn't called off.
But the chief said...
Ames couldn't get the chief. I was talking to a dead circuit. Bomb goes off in a couple of minutes.
Oh. Poor Steve. He was one of the best.
He was the best. 1 in 10 million.
Some story of his, poor guy. For a while, he almost had me believing that quarantine. That's a very common illusion. End of the world.
Yeah, I suppose so. Ah, it's a nice night. Never saw the stars so bright.
We better be getting in. That wind is cold.
Well, the bomb goes off in 30 seconds. Poor Steve.
You know, Hanson, there's just one thing.
Yeah?
It's outside my field, but I'm curious. How did he keep that ship in the air for 10 hours with only 10 minutes fuel?
You have just heard another adventure in time, space, and the unknown world of the future. The world of Dimension X.
Next week, a star of the future appearing on the program of the future, Dimension X. Next week, Miss Nancy Olson, the talented young actress whose performance in Sunset Boulevard marks her as one of Hollywood's most promising young actresses, becomes the first of a group of rising young artists of stage and screen who have been invited to make an appearance in this series. So listen then for Hello Tomorrow, starring Nancy Olson on Dimension X.
Tonight, Dimension X has transcribed The Outer Limits, written by Graham Dorr and adapted for radio by Ernest Kenoy. Featured in the cast were Wendell Holmes as Hanson, Joseph Julian as Steve, and Joe DeSantis as Donaldson. Your host was Norman Rose. Music by Albert Berman, engineer Bill Chambers. Dimension X is produced by Van Woodward and directed by Edward King.
Good morning. How are we today?
Anybody here?
I can't guarantee that I'll stay here, but I'm here. Yeah. Anyway. I'm back permanently starting Monday, with or without teeth. Some days with teeth, some days without teeth, of course, because I can't wear them all the time yet. So here I am. I couldn't take it any longer. I decided I gotta come back regardless of what's going on. So here I am. I will be back big time on Monday. I'm just gathering my race horses. Yeah. Anyways. Let me find us something to listen to or watch or something here. What my various guts. Doodly doodly. Ah, crap. Well, let's watch marijuana and smoke some marijuana. Yeah. Oh my God, no, get off of me. Stop it. Oh my God.
You put me on? And alcohol made illegal. Flowers and grass. Like toothpick chips, hangers and cirrhosis in the liver. Besides, grass doesn't have it for me like alcohol. Besides, that cigarette much worse. Right, man. What much do you want?
There's nothing wrong with grass.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with grass.
Films to me, you're not going to use them anyway.
Well, speak your mind then.
Okay, I will. No one has the right to tell me what I can do with my own body, where I can eat, drink, or smoke.
Yeah.
This is a free country, and no one has the right to take
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. Free my ass. Free to get fucked over by your government, that's what free is.
But the American people have accepted a law that makes
I'm a
smoking
little bit of
illegal. It's legal all over the world. There's no question about it. Marijuana should be made legal now. Now.
Hey, they finally did it. I'm gonna smoke some of my legally purchased marijuana.
Good, bad, right, wrong. That's not where it's at.
Hey, Sonny Bono, tell me about it.
Right, wrong, good, bad. Those are things for you to decide. Too many people have already decided for themselves, and you, whether grass is good or bad. What's most important
your wardrobe is bad.
what you think.
Lord.
So without any preaching from this film, let's examine the facts and only the facts.
Oh, this
there
kid
are
didn't
too
know a fact
many
of it.
false
Smacked him in the face.
impressions and prejudices to do it any other way.
They get a full-blown fucking hippie-ass drunk stoner to talk about the horrors of marijuana. That's great, that's classic.
Right.
That's classic.
The facts are, if you drink enough, alcohol will give you hangovers, cirrhosis of the liver,
Yeah, I guess
and
Sonny
what's
Bono
more,
would know about
it
that.
can even kill you.
Yeah.
If you are a certain emotional and psychological type, you may become dependent both physically and emotionally and will join the 5 to 6 million known alcoholics in the United States.
And that was in 1969
now,
or
what are
70.
the facts about marijuana? What do doctors and psychiatrists have to say about which is worse for you physically and emotionally, alcohol or marijuana? The facts are
they're both
at this
horrible.
time, there are
Alcohol
no
is
known
poison.
damaging
Smoke is
physical
poison.
effects from the use of marijuana.
What's to think? Don't do it.
But unlike alcohol,
right?
When you take too much at one time,
I mean, I'm smoking marijuana.
you don't pass out.
I don't know any better. I mean, I
You
do.
more than likely run the risk
I've been
of an
doing it so long.
unpredictable and unpleasant bummer.
Yeah. What a bunch of freaks. Oh my God. Don't go in there. Ah, jeez. Yeah, has that ever happened to you on marijuana? Happens to me all the time. I mean, right now I look in the mirror and all I see is this old guy standing back.
The occasional drink before dinner by adults, like the occasional use of marijuana, does not necessarily lead to an emotional dependency in a stable, mature personality.
Sure, go ahead.
Great olive.
You like that, I'm glad.
Great olive.
Well, that's smart.
However, teenage is not a time of great maturity and stability for most teenagers.
Oh my God.
The pressures
Was that
of
family
school,
life? Is that the way it was?
parents, finding your own identity and self-confidence set you up for a drug dependency that could just as well be alcohol if you preferred that to grass.
I don't know what to drink. This bottle, that cup, this bottle, that bottle. I do all mix. I'll make a mixed drink.
Some adults are not mature or strong enough to stand the pressures
But I'm
of
an
their
alcoholic.
daily lives.
I don't know what to do. You hate me. You won't stop drinking because you hate me.
These adults can become just as emotionally dependent on marijuana as on alcohol, whichever is more socially acceptable and easier to get.
It's easy to get alcohol.
Even when the alcoholic is physically withdrawn from his body's need for alcohol,
He needs the booze.
he always goes back to it until he learns how to handle his problem.
Don't do it.
Just as the alcohol drinker who finds himself needing a drink more and more frequently is the warning sign of his dependency, so it is with the pot.
Nobody ever talks about the warning
the more
signs
he
of
needs
alcoholism
the escape
being
from reality,
how fucked up
or
the
the
world is.
pleasure of marijuana, the more he is becoming emotionally dependent.
You gotta
exactly
drink 'cause you
as
can't
the square
handle it.
and unhip alcoholic adult does.
Fucking ain't right. This world
Do
fucking
two
sucks,
wrongs
man.
ever make one right?
I mean, literally, it fucking sucks.
Cigarettes are much worse. Right, man.
So why would you not want to fucking escape?
That's
right?
right. It's a fact. No one ever got cancer from pot.
Bullshit.
But it's also a fact that no one ever dropped out of school because they were hung
You're
up
not
on
getting
tobacco.
cancer from the pot. You're getting cancer from
And
smoking.
no one
Of
who
it
just
don't matter
finished
what you're
smoking
smoking.
a
If you're
cigarette
smoking it,
ever
you're gonna
forgot she was
probably get
driving
cancer.
a car as she tripped
Because
out
the smoke is where
on
it's
the
at,
beauty
man.
of a back road nature trip.
You eat all the marijuana you want. But as soon as you start smoking it, man, you run the risk of cancer. I'm gonna die of cancer. Ain't no doubt about that.
And no cigarette pusher ever tried to turn you onto hard drugs.
Of course,
or
nowadays, eating will give you
Another
cancer.
basic difference is that you can smoke cigarettes and do other
Oh,
things.
buying a new home? That'll give you cancer.
You wouldn't dare to
A
do
new car?
this on pot.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good cancerous stuff inside of a new car.
Or this. Or this.
Don't chop your thumb off. Oh.
And would you rather your pilot had just finished a joint or a cigarette?
I would prefer my pilot did not drink or smoke or do any of that shit.
Or your surgeon operating on your hub.
He's gonna get right out of the bar and get into that fucking plane.
Your sergeant.
Happens every fucking day. Some idiot gets behind the operation of some big heavy-duty fucking machinery and fucks us over.
Your team center.
Here you go.
Your LSO.
I would prefer that a veteran pot smoker fly my plane
your school
rather
bus
than
driver.
a veteran alcoholic.
Your country's astronauts.
That's what I thought.
Or even the guy who is just changing your front tire. Would you rather he was smoking a cigarette or a joint? However, neither your government nor any responsible person recommends smoking. So, 2 or 3 wrong. Don't make one right either.
Everybody knows that we did that gig. If you can blow as much as you want. I'm here.
And quit any time you want.
Blow as much grass as you
Blow
like,
as- blow.
and your
I like
body
that.
won't need it?
You can blow grass, man.
You can
What are you,
quit
a
any
lawnmower?
time you like?
Fucking.
Not true for everybody.
He's a goddamn leaf blower. That's what he is. He's
that's
blowing marijuana.
the problem.
Well, the expressions that they came up with back then.
The World Health Organization of the United Nations, with its leading medical and psychiatric experts from over 100 member nations, has this to say about marijuana being habit-forming without one dissenting vote.
Boy, have they got them all fucking. What do you call that?
What is true may be discovered in this Narcotics Rehabilitation Center in some of the group therapy sessions, where we will learn what former drug addicts have to say about marijuana turning them onto hard drugs.
How many of you started on pot before you started heroin?
I did. I did too. So did I. I did. I did. Me too. I did. I did. So did I. I did.
That means all of you used marijuana then.
Yeah. I was,
What was I saying? Yeah, if you're gonna give marijuana shit, you gotta give it to all everybody. Tobacco, alcohol,
You
pharmaceuticals.
have to go through the trouble of chopping it up and cleaning it. I think it's much easier to deal heroin, than marijuana.
Really, because, all that bulk and everything, it's much easier just to have a small bag of balloon that you can carry, and then you can cut that up and get a lot more money for it.
And all the trouble you have to go through with it, like cutting it up, especially if you get a kilo, you have to cut it up, then you have to clean it, and then you have to roll it and box it, and can it. It's just a really big hassle.
Yeah, can it. You get your canned marijuana. Give me a can of marijuana.
Dealing heroin and
What the fuck is she talking about? A can? Was she sitting on the toilet? Oh, nice hair. You just smoke marijuana just to look at you.
And eventually you will have contact with this environment.
I definitely think that if you get loaded on marijuana, you are subjected to the environment, and it does become readily available.
So this is where it began,
That's
huh?
the way it is, man. When you're around a crowd and you're all smoking weed, and then they start using.
So I'm
some
smoking
other
weed
drugs,
today because of all
you
of
go
these
right
flakes
ahead
that came
along
before
with
me,
them,
right?
and, you end up using it and get higher, and then the weed isn't good enough anymore.
I don't.
And then you turn on
I've never
heroin,
smoked.
too.
Well, I mean, recreationally, I smoked marijuana with friends as a youth, right? But mainly, and to this day, I smoke marijuana for my head.
But I
Because if I
wanted
don't,
a different high, Weed wasn't, it wasn't good enough, and I heard that
I don't get
heroin
along with the world.
and stimulants, crystals
Period.
were a better high, and that's why
I use it as
went to
medication.
them,
I've been
you know.
self-medicating since I was 15 years old. Had I not been self-medicating, I would have killed myself decades ago. Seriously, I would have offed myself. I had tried a number of times.
Well, I started smoking
off
weed,
myself.
because I was running away from something.
Oddly enough, it was during those
something
periods of my
myself.
life where I thought,
And
well, I
out of
better
all
stop
that,
smoking
I've
marijuana
run
and
through
get
a lot
my
of
shit
highs
together.
trying to run away from myself.
Get out there in the
Heroin,
world and make
LSD,
something of myself. And then I'd
I-
go out there and
I
do
like
that, and it would
marijuana. I
make
just
me
couldn't
fucking
handle it
crazy enough
myself.
to want to kill myself.
I was looking for something else.
I myself think really the real reason I
Competitive
started
dog-eat-dog
smoking marijuana
world
then
of
because
the way the
usually I was
shit hits the
one of the
fan out
younger
there
dudes from the
in
neighborhood.
society.
I wanted to be accepted. I was weak, scared.
That's what was killing me.
And,
Right?
From this, it led
It's society and the
heroin,
bullshit
it's
that they
just
throw on you.
been
That's what was killing me.
Times going to jail back and forth, man. I don't like it. And
It wasn't until I
nobody
shook
else
that off
will use this.
that I
Not because of
realized
the fact
that
it's bad itself, but what it
marijuana was the only thing
leads to,
keeping me
man.
alive. Killing me slowly.
Well, I can
But
only
had I
speak for
not smoked
myself,
marijuana
but
from the
I
age of
imagine
15
some of the
on,
other dudes in here feel the same way I do about it. That some people
I feel bad
are
for myself
addicted
during
to
those
cones
periods
to
where
it.
I tried to stop
Like
smoking, where I
myself,
tried to be a good,
I can't
upstanding
handle
citizen,
it
and I tried to go
because,
out there and do
this
the
is
job
just
at
the way
school
I
and
am.
all
I
that.
use it for an escape.
And it never fucking
I
worked.
did it before I came in here.
It
I
just
hope when
never
I go out
fucking, as much as
that
I tried, as much
changed
as I
in
put
which I
myself
feel
into
that
it and
I
got
have.
A's
But I'm a
you know,
small minority
kudos
of
from
people
employers and stuff.
that we
It
can't handle
wasn't-
anything, you know, like my alcohol.
It wasn't
I
worth
can't
it.
handle
It
that.
wasn't
I
worth
couldn't
what it did to
handle
me
heroin.
internally,
I mean,
in my head.
weed because I needed something stronger to escape or anything else like that. And there's more people like me that I feel, you know. And I imagine some of the other dudes.
They made it illegal.
Could go along with
Because
that. No.
it was direct
thing where sure there's a lot of
attack
people that can go out
on
These
alcohol
are
and
the files
tobacco.
of the research and
Right?
statistics
You don't need
office
alcohol
of
and
this
tobacco
narcotics
if you can just do
rehabilitation
the one thing. It takes
It's
care
like
of the two
out
things.
of 100
right?
drawers,
I stopped smoking
95
cigarettes
of
by
them
smoking
are filled
marijuana.
with file folders
I don't
of
drink
people
alcohol
who have started on
because I smoke
marijuana.
marijuana. Right?
The
Now
rest
people who
started on
I know
glue,
because I used to
pills,
drink alcohol
and a
smoke
few
a lot of cigarettes,
on heroin itself.
and they go together.
A more accurate percentage is 78% of the inmates started on marijuana. However, what the computer doesn't say is
There's certain kind of people
What the
that
computer
avoid
doesn't say
taking
is
care of
that
business and
that
will turn
old
to drugs and
standard
get hung up
of
and forget about everything else they're supposed to do.
marijuana
behind
being
glass.
a gateway drug is
Marijuana
bullshit. It's bullshit. I never wanted to do
not
any other
addictive,
drugs.
but by using it,
And I've tried other drugs,
you don't
and
do
nothing,
the things that you should do. For
nothing
instance,
beat
like in
marijuana.
school.
Everything else was
you
just
try to,
harmful, crazy ass,
do the
gonna
things
kill
that
you
you
really
have
quick
to do at
bullshit.
school, but your mind
Speed,
is,
cocaine. I never
not
did
all
heroin
there, you understand?
because
Nobody can tell me what to do with my own body, what I can
it's a
eat,
horrible
drink, or
drug,
smoke.
and
This
I
is
know
a
how
free country, and
addictive
nobody
it
has
is.
the right to take away my
And they say that
constitutional rights.
kicking
that could be a
cigarettes is as
fact
bad as heroin.
if you were the
So
only one affected by what
having
you
smoked
do.
cigarettes and knowing
But
how hard
the
it is to
Constitution
stop smoking cigarettes, was
and
I
the
gonna
laws
fucking
that
do
came
heroin?
out of it were designed to protect the
Bad
individual
enough
and
that I
the
was
group
ingesting
from
marijuana.
irresponsible individuals, which is why there are
and
speeding laws,
I see ingesting marijuana as the same
building
thing as
safety laws,
smoking cigarettes,
pure food
standing
laws,
too close to a fucking campfire, all
pure
right?
drug laws,
Overindulging at the fast food place. All
laws
these
to
things are going to give
protect
you
your
cancer,
money,
right?
laws to protect children, laws to protect the aged,
But those things don't give you any benefits.
and even
like
a
marijuana
law to protect you
The benefits of
from
marijuana for
taking
me
your own
outweigh
life.
any of the harmful side effects. Yeah, I realize smoking, period, is cancerous. Not being able to live your life free of the bullshit that society throws on you. You know, without marijuana, I never could have done that. I spent my whole life being afraid to live.
Law after
Afraid,
law
literally
after
afraid
law.
to do anything.
All of them hopefully designed by a democratic government to protect both the individual
Worried about what
and
people
the
would
group.
think of me. Worried about,
From aspirin to the latest vaccines,
worried about
the
everything.
manufacture and control of all drugs
Seriously.
is government supervised.
Hello? Hello?
Would you really want it any other way? Like without government supervision?
Yeah, I don't know. I think my voice is loud enough to be heard over the TV stuff, but yeah, I don't like
As
the
a
sound of my
drug,
own voice, so
marijuana comes under the supervision
I
of
used
the
to love the
federal
sound of my own voice, but now I can't
and state
stand to
government.
hear myself because I have no
It
keys
is
in my
the
head.
assigned work of the police to enforce the law.
I thought
It is
getting
not something
dentures
they
was
dreamed
gonna
up
be the
on
cure
their
all
own.
to that. I sound even worse
From the Ten
with
Commandments
dentures in.
to to the Constitution, man has made laws to protect him from hurting himself in the common interest of the group
sound
called
anywhere
society.
close to what I sounded like before.
Doctors,
And singing is out. I'm
psychiatrists,
afraid that I'm done singing.
social scientists,
Talking.
chemists,
I try to sing in the car with the radio.
biochemists.
I hate the way
Basically,
I sound.
people who are not primarily
I hate the way I
concerned with
look
the
without
ethics
teeth.
or morality of the use of marijuana
But I can't
have
stand the way I
provided their
sound with
expert
teeth.
knowledge
So I put
to our
teeth in, I look great.
legislators,
And I
which
gotta
in
take them out to
turn
sound
has
how
caused
good
them to pass laws to make
And mainly
marijuana
because
illegal.
I'm not used to them.
Not as a matter of
I'm not used to
morality,
the amount of space
but
that
as a
dentures
matter
take
of
up in my
health,
mouth.
mental health,
And,
period.
Limit my tongue. I'm used to touching the roof of my mouth now to make S's. And now I have to go back to touching the front of my back of my teeth. And that's difficult. So I have to practice it. The teeth then I have to practice.
There's no question about it. Many young
challenge.
people agree with that.
Physically and
Let's
emotionally.
examine the
It's a fucking
facts.
challenge.
First, marijuana is not legal all over the world.
I haven't
It
socialized
isn't
in 3
legal
months.
in Mexico, Egypt, India, Great Britain, China,
Monday we're going to
Japan,
Hollywood. My
or
daughter's
any
going
of the
there
major
to
nations
see
in the civilized world.
Weirdos.
Nigeria is one of the
Hawthorne
latest
Heights
countries to
is
make
opening in a couple
marijuana
other days.
illegal.
So
Here,
that should be fun.
the
So
pusher
we're
is given
taking
the
her
death
there.
penalty.
Hopefully there'll be a place for this weird guy to sit. I think we're going to call it today and see if we can
Though each year more and more
what you call it?
teenagers commit
Reserve
crimes while
some
up
kind
on
of seat.
grass, this is not the major problem.
We were able to reserve
However,
seating at El Cid,
grass
which is
as
great.
a factor in crime must not be overlooked, especially in
But,
that percentage
this
of
is balcony,
unstable
and I don't
and
know what we're gonna
aggressive
do in the
types,
balcony.
and those who wind
Hopefully
up in
there's chairs
trouble
in the
with the
frickin'
law
balcony, which is why she
because
got
of
balcony
something
seats.
done
It's
while
general
they are
admission.
high on pot.
But it's balcony, so we're hoping there's seats. So, as usual, we're going to try to get there early and get a good place. I haven't been out in a while. We were supposed to go out to Hollywood for a wildfire benefit thing, and we just couldn't make it. I was just wiped out. But the money she paid for the tickets, she was okay with not getting a refund because the money helped somebody, right? So that's my girl. Hey, good morning, Joey. Listen to me, I'm talking. I do not have teeth in.
Too many average and decent teenagers smoke pot without committing crimes, except for the illegality of the sale, possession, or the use of it. So,
I decided I'm
why
here
not
with or
make it
without teeth.
legal? Why not bring
Some
it
days
out
with,
in the
some days
open
without.
and make it legal in America?
I gotta do what I gotta do. I
Just
gotta get
that
back to business.
There are too many unstable people in America who would become emotionally
I
dependent
know I
on
don't sound too
marijuana
horrible.
and end up
I just
as
don't sound the way I used to, and it
non-functioning
bugs the shit out of me. I mean, everything about me is my voice, and it's gone
Easy
now. and it's just-
availability and the implied approval
I'm
of
doing everything I
society
can to stay
will,
out of,
in the opinion of many medical authorities,
out of
create
bed.
a drug dependency
Because mostly I just
problem
want to crawl into bed
far
and
more
start crying.
serious than that of the 5 to 6 million alcoholics today. If the acknowledged effect of marijuana is much greater than alcohol, it becomes easy to see why the emotionally unstable
I know I don't sound that different.
and immature may turn to marijuana
Just-
in even greater numbers than to alcohol, and eventually go to more dangerous
It's
drugs
different. I can't
in the
make
form of
my mouth
LSD,
do what I used to
pills,
do.
and heroin.
And
Me?
Who, me?
Who, me?
it gets really depressing.
It's possible. And that's the problem.
And that's
You
one of
never
those things that I
tell
just cannot dwell
who
on
is so
because
stable and so emotionally secure
it'll just crush
that
me.
they will not become dependent on
It'll just
marijuana
fucking crush
or
me.
other drugs for pleasure.
So I just keep
and
putting it out of my head. I
full-time
mean, you can ask my
escape.
wife and daughter. They're probably pretty amazed at how well I've been keeping
Nothing,
it together
baby.
because
Nothing.
they've seen me at my worst when I won't get out of bed for days. I won't even talk. I won't even smile. And I haven't been there yet. I haven't been there, and I don't intend to go there. Which is why I've got to get off the bullshit and just get back to bullshit. I mean, I've been away from this for like 3 fucking months, and it's making me...
Years ago,
making me
only
crazy.
the criminal and socially deprived blew grass or used heroin. Today, the nicest people may be on grass. Why is that a fact?
I took it
The
on
nicest
dare.
people
But
might be
only
on
kids
grass.
take dares.
I'm gonna blow some grass here. Fucking weed blower. I'm a leaf blower, so I'm gonna blow some grass. Jump, dummy, jump. Idiots.
Man,
I
everybody
used to
blows
jump off the
pot.
roof all the time. What the fuck is the problem?
But everybody doesn't blow.
I don't want it, man. I don't want
Hey,
it.
look at me, I'm Superman, and I would literally jump off the roof.
Take it here.
Onto
No,
the
I don't
ground,
want it.
dude.
I don't want it. No. Take a drag. It won't hurt you. Come on. You got
The first sign
I know I'm already
of
crazy.
character
What am I
and
gonna do about
emotional
it?
weakness is when you do
Argue with
things
myself over it?
just because others are
Done
doing
that
it.
my whole life.
When I'm high,
That's what
it
my daughter and
enhances my
wife say.
creativity.
They're like, well, you're already
This
crazy.
is the same subject matter and painting for both paintings. One was painted before going up on weed, and the other while high on weed.
While high, man.
Can you see any significant creative difference?
When I'm high, it enhances my creativity.
Fucking A, it
The
does.
artist thinks he's being more creative.
Enhances the
But
hell
you
out of my
see it in his
creativity,
work.
man.
To some extent,
I
the
mean,
very
even when I'm
inhibited
taking a
person
shit, I'm
may
making a
feel
masterpiece.
a greater freedom to be creative. But this doesn't mean he will have the necessary talent to be so.
It really makes me understand myself.
If you don't understand yourself when you're down, then there's
So I
no
went into the dentist
logical or
yesterday.
scientifically accepted reason
And
that
they
you
saw
will
me
when
within
you're high.
minutes.
Besides,
Really?
while
I
you're
was in
up
there
on
for 15
grass,
minutes
you
and
may
I was
tell
already in the
yourself
back.
only what you want to know.
They're like,
If
oh,
you are
I don't know,
lucky
we're
enough
pretty
not
booked.
to
We're
be
not going
on
to be
a
able to
bad
get you in for a
trip
while. And then
and
boom, I'm in the
discover a
back.
frightening thing about yourself at that time.
Yeah, it's totally nice. And thank you for saying I don't sound that different. And the thing that's right that connects your lip to your gum is that little strip of skin there.
Let's face it, the reasons we've heard for blowing grass up to now are like an iceberg. What about the underlying reasons that are like the 90% of the iceberg you never see?